Well, welcome everyone. I've been reminded it's now 4:05. I was reminded that this is not an on-time departure. So here we are. Thank you all so much for being here today, this afternoon, this beautiful afternoon here at UMES for this fantastic celebration that we're going to have today. I do want to say this is quite a celebration, right? We're looking at 20 cadets right here that joined us 8 weeks ago. And yes. And all 20 of these cadets, that is 100%, are now private pilots. So we'll talk about that a little bit more, but that's not something we should be taking for granted or taking lightly. It's an incredible effort. It's my pleasure right now to welcome our president of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, Dr. Anderson, up for a welcome. Thank you, Dr. Anderson.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Wow, you guys did great on the microphone. That's really loud. First of all, let me say it is my pleasure as the 16th president of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore to welcome you to our beautiful home and our beautiful facilities. And how many of cadets, I will put my hands in any of your life. My life in any of your hands? Is that how that goes? How about I say it like this? Cadets, I will fly with any of you guys as my pilot. Because, and here's why I say that, parents, we have a talented staff and crew here, our talented staff with the faculty, the dean, the chair, their student assistants. They are so superb that I know these cadets are more than prepared just in 8 weeks. Imagine that. Give them another round of applause. We are so proud of this program. This is our second year with this program. And last year when we launched, I believe we had 18 cadets. This year we have 20 who finished. And parents, imagine that. These 17, 18, 19-year-old kids really have given up 8 weeks of their lives to be here in the summertime to learn how to fly. And how many cadets, how many of you knew how to fly before you came in? Okay. 3 of them, 4 out of the 20. The rest of them learned while they were here. And that's why I say I would trust them with my life. I like to be able to just give you just very brief remarks. The only other thing I want to be able to say is, first of all, thank you, parents, for trusting your child with us for the last 8 weeks. We appreciate you doing that. Cadets, join me in giving your parents a round of applause. Cadets, I understand you are rising seniors, some rising first freshmen in college. I want to give you a round of applause for taking the time to do what you did. So everyone join me in that, please, for the cadets. And finally, I really want to give a round of applause to our entire staff here in the Department of Aviation Sciences. This is one of our premier programs here at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. It is the only 4-year bachelor's program in the state of Maryland, and we are so proud of it. But I would like all of the staff in the department to stand, and we give you a round of applause, please. Stand, please. Thank you. And I did that because I wanted the parents to see who's been working with their children, with their cadet for the last 8 weeks. And finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't give Mr. Chris Hartman a special round of applause because you're the glue that holds our entire program together. Thank you so much for all that you do. And finally, we're going to have refreshments. I always want to make sure we say thank you to the catering staff and thank you to all of the staff who have worked on putting all of these chairs out here today, the microphone, and those particular things. And I always say that on the front end because some of them, sometimes they leave toward the end and they never hear the thank you. So with that, no further ado, thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to welcome Provost and Vice President Dr. Allen. Dr. Allen?
Good afternoon. Oh, you all can do better than that. Good afternoon. There we go. That's great. Well, again, my name is Ronnie Allen, and I have the privilege of serving as the Chief Academic Officer here at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. And I am so excited that I could be here to participate in this momentous occasion with you all. So first, congratulations on receiving your private pilot certification. Hey. So we know that you all have worked hard over these past 8 weeks, and we are extremely proud of you. But I tell you what brings my heart joy right now is that I look across this room and I see a pool of diverse cadets. And knowing that this profession is one of the least diverse professions in the industry, it says to me that we need you. We really do need you. And so thank you for doing all this hard work that you put in over these last 8 weeks. Again, we are extremely proud of you, and I hope that you will continue to pursue this field as you move forward. And hopefully I will see you one day here at UMES, right? Can we get a prize? So before I take my seat again, I would be remiss if I didn't thank Mr. Hartman, the department, the dean, the department chair, and all the faculty and staff and chaperones who helped to put this program on. Again, it's one of our premier programs, and we're extremely thankful. So please give them a round of applause.
Thank you, Dr. Allen. Dr. Dunn, Dean of the School of Business and Technology.
Good afternoon. I want to talk to you about pivotal moments, but before I do that, I wish to take a moment to congratulate you for completing the Air Force Junior ROTC Summer Flight Program at UMES. By completing this summer program, you have made a remarkable achievement in terms of starting your aviation pilot career, where you choose to continue to become a military pilot or move to the commercial aviation. This is a pivotal moment in your life and presents you with a host of opportunities just waiting for you. If you may indulge me, I wish to tell you a story about one of my life's most pivotal moments. For me, it was some 30 years ago, and many pounds less, when I was my desire, after completing my PhD in electrical engineering from Virginia Tech, I wished to join the Navy by way of the Officers Candidate School, and upon completion of OCS, I was hoping to become assigned to attend the Navy's Nuclear Propulsion School, and then upon completion of that, hopefully attend submarine school so I could eventually join what is usually referred to as a silent service and serve aboard a nuclear-powered submarine such as a Los Angeles class fast attack sub or an Ohio class ballistic missile sub as a nuclear propulsion officer. However, I was unable to achieve this pivotal point in my life due to the completion of my doctoral studies, which caused me to miss the maximum age for entering OCS. Although I do think from time to time how different my life would have been, I have been successful in achieving a naval career after completion of my degree. I now look at you, and I do not see such a loss because it set me on a new path that has brought me here to congratulate you today on your achievement. So in closing, it is my hope that some 30 years from now, and of course, not with all this weight, and after a long, successful aviation career, you will have made for yourselves, you'll be standing in front of a group of outstanding young individuals like yourselves, congratulating them on their pivotal achievement, which will play an impactful role in their future lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Dunn. Now we have Kimberly Altsinger from U.S. Air Force Junior ROTC from the Flight Academy to deliver a few remarks.
Hi, my name is Kim. I actually have stage fright. And I would normally never get up and speak, but I love this program so much, and I'm so proud of it. And so I am going to overcome. If my voice is shaking, I apologize, but I just want to share some statistics with you. I do want to thank the University of Maryland Eastern Shore for hosting our cadets, for giving up your life for 2 months, and for believing in this program and the leadership. It's a big step, and we recognize that, and we just want to thank you. Also was going to, everything you said, thank you to the parents, to the cadets. That was my next line, but we did that, and so I want to just reiterate that we appreciate everybody. So I went on the FAA website, and I was looking at the statistics, and I found out that the cadets, you guys that completed this, you just joined a very small elite group of people. So less than 1% of the United States population holds a private pilot certificate. And we're a big country, 332 million people. According to the FAA, based on data from 2021, there were 155,502 people with a private pilot certificate. Now, there's other accreditations, I guess, but that's just what you guys have, the PPC. Of those people, only 5,613 are between the ages of 16 and 19. And of that 5,613 age group, only 976 are women. So let's give a round of applause to our cadets. Just absolutely amazing. I was reading this to my boss before I came, and he's like, yeah, and we did a lot of those women over the past 4 years, Flight Academy. Our program, and we're just so proud. So anyway, you can see that Flight Academy is changing the face of aviation. I want to tell you a little bit. I'm going to jump around, but only because I'm going to tell you a couple things, and I want you to take that, put it in your pocket, and then I'm going to come back to it. So I guess everyone knows we have a pilot shortage in the United States, commercial and military. So I was just Googling before I came, and as of April 5th, 2022, the Air Force is short 1,650 pilots for this year. And that impacts our mission when we don't have enough aviators. And then if you've flown commercial recently, and you know that we don't have enough pilots there, and that impacts the way our life in the United States. So it's a serious, serious problem. In 2017, a bunch of bigwigs got together, including the Chief of Staff of the Air Force, and they wanted to tackle the problem of pilot recruiting. How do we recruit pilots? How do we retain pilots? And the diversity challenges that were impacting both the Air Force and the commercial aviation. That was their goal. And the Flight Academy program is one of the programs they came up with to address the problem. Now, I try not to think too hard about the Flight Academy, because when I think about it, I think it's a little crazy, that we're 8 weeks with high school kids, but I love it. I love the program, and I think it's just amazing that they were willing to do it. Junior ROTC, and I don't know if you guys know this, Junior ROTC, which is part of the Air Force, is the most diverse organization in the Air Force, Junior ROTC, which is why they started thinking, well, what if we go to Junior ROTC and get people that way? All right, this is the data I want you to put in your pocket. Current U.S. Air Force pilot demographics, if we had every U.S. Air Force pilot standing up here right now, 12.4% would be minority, and 6.4% would be female in 2022. So now let me give you some more statistics. 310 cadets were selected to attend the 2022 Flight Academy program. 219 from Junior ROTC, 20 from the Air Force Academy, 18 from ROTC, 10 from Civil Air Patrol, and 43 from a recruiting service. Okay, that's the breakdown. Of the 219 ROTC participants, 40% are minorities and 35% are female. Now you compare that to the Air Force numbers, and that is a huge impact. And I do think we should give a round of applause. We are really, really, really proud of those numbers. For 2022, now excluding, there's 2 schools left to graduate. Flight Academy has a 79% success rate. I will tell you, in our office, it was lower, and then we got your stats, and we were like cheering, and we were doing the math, and we were like, whoa, we're up, yeah, this is amazing. And then we're hoping after these other two schools that we'll be at 80%. That's huge. So if you normally, when people are getting their PPC, it's a 20% success rate. 80% quit, drop out, stop. And we're the opposite. Now, 80% success rate, it's just amazing. Well, they have 100%. And I will say, and I could look it up, I don't have it memorized, very, very few schools get 100%. So it's huge. It's just absolutely amazing. It's just amazing. It kind of defies logic. As you can see, our program has the potential to have a huge impact on the challenges that are facing aviation. And our goal is to grow Flight Academy. We got word that we're always begging for money. That's just, and we try to share this with as many people as possible because we believe in this program, and the word is getting out. And we think we're going to get some more money, and we think we're probably going to be able to add over 100 more cadets next year. So we are super, super excited. That is our goal for 2023. Anyway, those are my numbers. Thank you guys for dealing with my nervousness, but I get so excited. And once again, I just want to say congratulations.
Well, thank you, Kim. I have to say, I probably need to take the first page of my notes and completely throw it away. We should have compared, because those statistics that you gave, I had right up at the top of mine as well. So before we get into the awards, I did just want to make sure that, thank you, Kim, for putting that in context. I think we had a conversation, I don't know, I call it a conversation, it was sort of one-sided, where we talked about 3 weeks ago, and I gave you guys those numbers, and I said, we're not taking anything for granted here. Like, when you guys showed up on day one, we said, we're expecting 100%, right? That's what our team is committed to. What it depends on is what you're committed to. Will you see this through all the way? And here we are today, 100%. And not to take that for granted, because that is not the situation everywhere. And so I'm incredibly proud of this team to be able to say, we did that. And not only did we do it this year, we did it last year as well. That's something to be incredibly proud of. The only thing I added to your number is that when you say that 976 female private pilots between the ages 16 and 19, we added 8 to that number here. That's a statistic that kicks that up by almost 1%. Like, we're moving those numbers, and I would hazard to say that was a 2021 number, so I'm going to guess that number is now up over 1,000 just because of this program this year, this summer, and what's been done. So that's just amazing. Couple other things to put into perspective for you guys. How long does it take to get a private pilot certification industry-wide? 50 hours, 80 hours, 80 probably is the number. You guys did it in an average of 47. Wow. You did an average of 47. And by the way, you did that in less than 8 weeks, okay? The last check ride that we just had this past Tuesday was a total of 7 weeks from the first day we started flying. 7 weeks. Some of you guys had a week where you were not flying, in case you don't remember that, right? So that means that at the most you had 6 weeks of flying. Some of you guys had quite a bit of weather, looking at you, that impacted your flights. You still got it done despite all that, and that's a credit to a credit to the team. So the first check ride that we had complete was on day 36 of flying, 36 days in. The last check ride was on day 49 of flying. Okay, 7 weeks in to the project. When you first got here, we told you it was going to be hard. Harder than you thought or easier than you thought? Let's see, harder than you thought. Let's vote for that one first. Okay. Yeah, that's almost everybody. I'm not taking the other vote. All right. You might not have known how hard. We told you, right? You don't know what you don't know. We can't really prepare you for that. We can just say, hey, this is going to be a challenge. You have to take it a little bit at a time. Another thing we told you, you're either going to succeed or you're going to fail as a team, right? So look around, 20 for 20, you guys succeeded as a team. So give yourselves a hand for that. So even though we told you you'd succeed as a team, we told you you're on your own when it comes to that check ride, right, Galen? No phone a friends, no teamwork when it comes to the check ride, and you guys were going to have to work, and you did. Sometimes we pushed you, but you worked. You got it done. I hope you guys come away from this experience believing that you're capable of more than you thought you were capable of. I hope you take that with you into the future. I hope you take into the future what it takes to achieve those things that are important to you, the hard work and the dedication and the time and the team and the cooperation that it takes to get you across that line. So I do want to make sure that I thank everybody. You guys have hit on a lot of it, but I just want to say one more time, Air Force Junior ROTC, the Flight Academy sponsor of this program, obviously we couldn't do it without you guys, without the scholarship that brought them here to do this program. So again, thank you for your partnership in this, 100%. University leadership, Dr. Anderson, Dr. Allen, Dr. Dunn, Dr. Jen, thank you for empowering this team, right? Thank you for giving us the power to just go out and do this. We wouldn't be able to do it without you. University partners all over the place, Residence Life, cafeteria, registrar and admissions, and all kinds of people behind the scenes that you guys didn't even know things were happening in the background, and I cannot go too far without making sure that we're thanking them for what they were making possible here. Motor pool, housekeeping, all over the place. Last year I forgot one very important thing. The AV team back there in the back. Bill and Leon, thank you so much for doing this. And you guys may or may not know, but they've also set up a live stream, so the parents that are not here are able to watch this over live stream, so they're joining us. So thank you guys so much for that. Ms. Heath, thank you. Working behind the scenes, setting this up. Everything that you see here tonight and so much more we owe there. The chaperones, you guys, we could not have done this without you. Xavier, Emmanuel, Brandon, Dom, Bree, Elijah, thank you guys for keeping these guys safe, getting where they needed to go. In theory, keeping them out of trouble. Every once in a while after the program is over, I hear stories and I'm like, just don't tell me about it because I don't want to hear any of that stuff. If I didn't hear about it at the time, let's just leave it alone. But you kept them out of trouble, you kept them safe, you got them here. I want to thank you guys so much for that. Thank you, chaperones, for working so hard this summer. Flight instructors, oh, you want to clap for them? Yeah, we should clap for them. Flight instructors, Alex, Dan, Lou, Jake, you guys, you knocked it out of the park. You just did a fantastic job giving your time, giving your effort to these guys. Obviously couldn't have been done without you. I know the cadets appreciate what it's like to get in the airplane and fly maybe 1 or 2 times a day in the heat and multiply that by 3 or 4 students for these guys. And they gave a lot of sweat in the process, and obviously would not have happened. They took you from, in most cases, 0 time. So those are you, the 4 of you that raised your hand, those are the 4 of you that had some prior flight time, right? Okay, so that's 16 individuals who had 0 prior flight time before they arrived, and these flight instructors took them from 0 flight time through solo, through private pilot, and did so and created safe pilots in the process. So you guys deserve lots of thanks for that. I don't think Pat made it here tonight, but obviously the entire team at Bayland Aviation, keeping the airplanes fueled for us, that was a pretty important thing. What did we use? 8,000 gallons this summer? Somewhere between 8 and 10,000 gallons of fuel in about 10 or 15 fill-ups at a time, 10 or 15 gallons. So yeah, thank you to those guys for making that happen. Obviously the airplanes wouldn't go far. And Mark and Russell, I see you back there in the back. I'm so glad you made it. Everybody, I think Mark deserves a standing ovation for the work he did to our airplanes to keep them running. I can't emphasize that enough. It's not just, yeah, and Russell, I did say Russell, sorry. But yeah, Russell, 100%. I cannot emphasize enough, guys. We take it for granted that you're going to get out there and you're going to turn the key and the airplane's going to start and it's going to run well for you for the entire duration of your flight. We've had a couple times where the airplane didn't start when we turned the key, right? Who got the airplane fixed again? And not only that, oh, he's pointing to Russell, but not only that, they were safe, right? And that's what good maintenance does for us. It keeps these airplanes running, but it keeps them in a safe condition. Parents and family, keeps your cadets safe. So we cannot say enough about how much we appreciate what you guys did for us this summer. So thank you. Galen. What can we say about Galen? All right, so Galen Anderson, he was our designated pilot examiner for this summer. He's a partner of ours here. He performed all 20 of those private pilot check rides with you guys. I can't say enough about the way Galen has a way of making people feel comfortable and calming your nerves, right? You're going into a check ride, it's very high stakes, it's pass or fail, and how many of you guys felt better once you got in the office and started it versus how, yeah, okay, 100%, right? Galen, we just thank you for that. Thank you for being that person. Thank you for being the friend of these guys.
I just want to thank you guys, and I had so much I wanted to say. I don't think I can remember. Matter of fact, I got up this morning, I told my wife, I said, honey, I said, my memory's so bad. She says, well, how bad is it? And I said, how bad's what? No, you guys blow my socks off what you do. You come on in there, all nervous. We sit down, we have a little talk, a little discussion. We go out and fly the airplane. A couple things as an examiner, what I need to look at is I need to look at the standards, the airman certification standards. You have to meet those. I'm not expecting perfection. I gave that to each and every one of you in the pre-flight briefing, but I was looking for proficiency, safety, and good judgment. You guys exercised, each and every one of you, all of that, and then some. At the end of the check ride, I tell myself, can I put my family in the airplane with these guys? And the answer is unanimously yes. So they're back there looking for a ride later on tonight. So. You guys, you had a mountain to face. You put those climbing boots on. You faced that mountain head on, and you conquered it. So for that, congratulations. Job well done, cadets.
Thank you again, Galen. Next, the executive team. Mr. Edward Brink, Chief Instructor. Xavier Henry. Xavier Henry. My gosh, that's Xavier, that's Xavier. Dr. Henry. It's been a long 8 weeks, guys. And Mackenzie Moore, who is unfortunately not able to join us tonight. They were the executive team. All right, so we're sitting, we're planning. Yeah, okay. Sitting there, we're planning, we're working on this program for months on end. I put here blood, sweat, and tears. I think we were just probably pretty close to tears, maybe no actual tears yet, but blood and sweat put into this thing, and this would not happen without these guys. You guys know that, so let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. And President Anderson, you referenced this. This is definitely not least, but the families, you guys. You entrusted us with your cadets for these 8 weeks. They gave up their whole summer. You gave up a whole summer with them, in many cases getting straight out of high school, and now they're turning around and going straight into college or right back into high school. And thank you for entrusting us with your cadets. You guys enabled this. So cadets, I would like you to thank your families for this. A little more enthusiasm there. Okay, all right. Okay, I appreciate you. I need to recognize my family, my wife and kids. Two of my kids are back here, so thank you guys for putting up with me not being around and often being distracted when I was around with everything else going on, so thank you guys. Now I'm just trying to think if I forgot anybody, and I think I've thanked everybody in the room at this point. So it is now time for certificates. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you guys up here. We not only got a certificate for you, we've got a T-shirt that we had made up for this program. We've got a little UMES pen, and we have your patch. So your flight instructor is going to ceremoniously remove your existing patch and replace it. So instructors, if you guys want to hang out up here. Okay. All right, so I think we're going to go in alphabetical order. That gives us, we got it? Yeah, we'll match those up. All right, so first is Mr. Jaden Anderson. That's you. And come on up right here. Come on up right here. Mr. Brink was Jaden's flight instructor this summer, so he does the honors.
Congratulations. Need a picture.
Put the patch on. Yeah, you got to put the patch on. All right. Congratulations, Jaden. Jaden is the senior citizen of the group, right? He's, what are you, 20, 21? I'm sorry. What are you, 20 or 21? 20. Yeah, he's the old man of the group, so Jaden. All right. Nice. All right, next, by way of Europe to us here, Mr. Gray Bayless, and his flight instructor was Dan. Dan Volker as the flight instructor here. There you go. How do you say your last name again? I knew that. Next, we have Bryson Borromeo with Lou as a flight instructor. Let's go, Bryson. All right, next, Tomas Caruso. Come on up. Jake. You really got to go for it. Yeah. Congratulations. All right, also Jake's student, Salima Chang. Come on up. There we go. Good? You got it? Good. Oh. Are you back? Or? You want one more? Or? Okay, here. You can go. We're good. All right. Congratulations. All right, next, Aaron DeHart. Now, I do need to mention Mackenzie was Aaron's flight instructor. She's unable to be here this evening, so Mr. Brink is going to do the honors in place of Mackenzie. Yeah, it was the shoes, okay. All right, congrats, Aaron. Next, another one of Mr. Brink's students, Brennan Hume. Congratulations, Brennan. All right, first of all, it's the students that we get to alphabetically. Alyssa Iverson. That was smooth. All right, there we go. Let's All right, next is Allie Jones. Instructor was Lou. Okay, so last year I started out with a couple of students, but I didn't finish the program with a couple students. This year I had the honor of going end to end with 2 students. So the first of those, call sign Storm, because we had, let's see, how many times did we see lightning in the airplane, and then how many times did we not leave the airport because there was lightning in the area? So it seemed if I wanted it to rain, I just needed to get in the airplane. With Shannon Justiniani. Come on up. I do want to say, Mr. Brink is whispering to me, I do want to point something else out. Shannon got done, what do we say, that was day 47 of our flight training program, and what was the number you just gave me? 19 cancellations. 19 cancellations. So 30 total flight days, you got it done. I'm proud of you guys. Yeah. All right, next. I'm not going to say a word. Matthew Mortimer, Mr. Sterile Cockpit himself, come on up. Again, one of Mackenzie's students. Mr. Brink's going to do the honors. Way to go, Matthew. I have to share a couple stories, and this is one of the ones I feel like I need to share just to give everybody context. So we do cross-checks occasionally. Mackenzie asked me to do a cross-check with Matthew before he went for his check ride. And in the airplane, I was just trying to find out a little bit about him. Like, do you play soccer? Where are you going to school? He just wouldn't answer me. Would not answer me. And the only answer I got out of him after asking repeated questions was stereo cockpit, which is something we use. It's a safety practice, which means we don't talk about anything other than the flight in critical phases of flight. And Matthew took that to the max. And so you don't have to worry about him talking to you if you go flying with him. That's all I got to say about Matthew, Mr. Oh, yeah, same thing on the check ride, yeah. So, congratulations, Matthew. All right. All right, next is another dance student, Sebastian Paez. Come on up. Sebastian. All right, Dan again. Nini Parr. Congratulations, Nini. Yeah, we got it. We're getting it now. Yeah. Makes it special. All right, way to go, Nini. All right, Gerald Powell, JP, come on down. So smooth. All right, Alex is up again. Oh, do we clap for JP again? I think we do. Yeah. All right, come on down, Curtis Roten. All right, another one of my students I had the honor of flying with. Extremely proud of both of you guys. I told you on multiple occasions, every time I asked you to do something, you did it, and you improved, you grew, you learned. I saw the growth in you guys all the way across. Richard Rico, come on down. We can hug if you want. Dan is up again with Jason Savage. Come on down, Jason. Jason told me he had somewhere between 6 and 15 family members that were going to be here today.
You still know what we're standing? Yeah.
All right, Jason, way to go. All right, Jake's student, Keshav Srinivasan, come on down, Keshav. All right, there you go, Keshav. We spelled your name right. Lachlan Stevenson. Come on down, Lachlan. Also, Jake. Way to go, Lachlan. All right, last in line, but only alphabetically, Jessica Tui, Lou's student. Come on, Jessica. That is all. Okay, so that's it for those awards. You guys actually hang out for just a second. There is one more award that we're going to give. Air Force Junior ROTC asked us to make a special award. They call this one the ACE Award, and it's for a cadet in the program that shows particularly high standards, excels, and specifically demonstrates the Air Force core values. And so earlier this week, I sent out a survey to everyone, and I said, you know, the Air Force core values are integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. And I asked you guys to basically tell me, of the cadets in the program, who best exemplifies those characteristics, those qualities. And then I asked you for why. And I'm going to tell you, out of 29, I think, total votes that included cadets, instructors, and chaperones, this individual received 19. So I'm going to read you, this is the tears part, I don't know why, but I'm going to read you what someone wrote that pretty much exemplified most of the comments, because there's far too many for me to read. This cadet has continuously helped me with the knowledge through the program, no questions, no judgment. He or she is so supportive and always the first to congratulate me. Whenever everyone else was done and at the beach and hanging out, this cadet was downstairs with us, pushing us to finish strong. They could have 100% left everyone. They helped in the dust and relaxed after they finished, but they did not. They came to the airport to watch everyone's check ride. They showed the idea that this program was a team while working hard to finish themselves. So I think you guys know who it is, probably by now, but Curtis Roten, come on up here. All right, so the Air Force has, and Kim? Oh, come on up, come on over, Kim. The Air Force has a challenge coin that is specifically for Curtis for this award. I do want to say all the comments look like this. The other thing that I can add on to that is there was another comment that said, even though you helped pull everyone across the line, you didn't take any credit for it. So just an exceptional humility and then what he put forward and what he did, but not trying to take credit for it. So Curtis, you deserve this 100%. Let it go.
My husband was in the Air Force, but I was a teacher for a long, long time. But I watched them, and they do like handshakes, and they put the coin in their hand like this, and then they shake. Congratulations.
All right, way to go, Curtis. I do want to say, although Curtis was like I said, just came to the top, and I think you guys know that there were plenty of others of you that received votes, received comments. You guys really worked as a team. I hope that you will carry that forward with you into the future. A couple of just last thoughts as we wrap up. We weren't perfect this summer, right? We had our setbacks, we had our troubles. We had, some things that we wish had maybe gone a little bit differently here and there. But we persevered through all those things. And I want to thank you guys for being here, for sticking it out, for showing your hard work and dedication. And once again, these guys and the chaperones that are there with you for their hard work as well. I hope that what we did above all else is, as Galen said, we never expected perfection, but what we want to create and instill in you guys is that you're safe pilots, right? And you're going to take that forward, you're going to take that with you for the rest of your flying career, that you put safety first, above all else, and you just carry that with you. I hope that's what you take away. Never stop learning. We do have a few more things that you guys will be able to take with you as you leave. We have your solo shirt that Dr. Henry, he probably cannot move his hand because his hand is cramped because he spent all day today working on just wonderful artwork on your solo shirt. You have the UMES pen and the t-shirt. I just want to say, you guys being here with us this summer, part of this program, you're Hawks, you're part of the UMES family. You're always welcome back here. I hope to see you all again. I hope that you keep in touch. I do want to point out on your certificate down in the corner, it says ad astra somebody read it to me. Ad astra. Okay, so what does it mean? Through hardships to the stars. Through hardships to the stars. Okay? It wasn't easy, but you guys made it. Here we are. This is the definitive proof of that. 100% of you guys are now private pilots, and you did it. Okay, lastly, thank you all so much for joining us. I want you to stay. Please, cadets, thank the people that made this happen. Thank those instructors, thank those chaperones. Make sure you show your gratitude and your appreciation for what they did this summer for you to make this program happen. Please hang out, enjoy some food, which is now being set out. Make sure that everybody meets everybody, the family, have some conversation. Just, again, make sure you show your gratitude and appreciation to the folks that made this happen. And one last thing, Dr. Allen, would you say a blessing for us? Okay. Oh, and then we're going to do a group photo before you guys disperse. Make sure we get you together for a group photo with Miss Heath.
I just want to say, Chris, all the things that you have done to make this program successful. You've named out all the things the young cadets have done, your partners have done, but without you, none of this would be possible. So I just want to express my gratitude to you for all your hard work and your leadership in leading this aviation team to the great things they're doing. And as you know, they're getting ready to do some even bigger and better things, and we look forward to you continuing that leadership to make those happen. Please give Chris a round of applause.
All right, if you would just bow your heads for a word of prayer. Father, this is a day that you have made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. We thank you for this time that you've given us to celebrate 20 new cadets. We thank you for how you will use them in a mighty way and the impact that they're going to have on the profession. And now we ask that you bless this food which we're about to receive. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Thank you all. Thank you. Congratulations once again. Go get your picture taken by Miss Heath in the back, group picture. Thank you.
Did good.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah. So that was surprising to us.